Good morning, my camping friends. Good morning, good morning. How's everybody this morning? A little bit warm this morning, I can tell you that much. Uh, Today, I brought out my little buck here. We're not going to be doing a whole lot of cutting today, uh, but I wanted to introduce another little knife I had. I don't know where I got that from. I got my oil going there and it's popping for some reason. But anyway, so if we do any cutting today, we'll use that right there. I don't know if any cutting we're going to be doing. Uh, Welcome to makeshift camping. Uh, a place where a lot of mistakes are made, but we strive to overcome. Alrighty. I had a subscriber make a comment that he was hungry for some Scotch eggs. And I thought to myself, I bet you I've got everything to make Scotch eggs, so we're going to attempt that today. Some of you probably never even heard of them. So we're gonna try to show you what a Scotch egg is. You're gonna need eggs, flour, uh, uh, breadcrumbs, cooking oil, an oven, and a stove. Okay. We're gonna have start out with our sausage. You're gonna need sausage. I hope I said sausage. I gotta get it out here. All right. Now, to make this uh, a little bit less messy for me, we're going to try a little something here. Again, guys, this recipe's probably been around 1,000 years. You know, there's many ways to make it, but there's a basic process, but you can do different things to it. All right. First of all, I'm going to get me some of this here uh, cling wrap, and I'm going to put it down on my cutting board. Well, I say I am. Boy, sometimes this stuff right here, it gives me heck. I don't know about y'all, but I usually have a lot of trouble with this cling wrap. Cling wrap here. That ought to be enough right there. If it don't go all over the place on me. One thing, the cutter on this thing ain't worth a hoot. I don't know why that does that to me. Y'all have that much trouble using this stuff as I do? I may not be able to make this work like I want to. Probably would have been better off just getting me a Ziploc bag to do this. See what I'm doing? I'm gonna not even try to tear that crap off. I'm gonna leave it on the roll. Whenever I get done, I'll tear that piece off. What do you think? That, or I'm gonna try. Yeah, let's do it like this. There we go. Instead of trying to use that, now if I don't get it all tangled up, I'll put that down on my board here. I see other people use this stuff, and they don't have any problem whatsoever. None whatsoever. But every time I try to mess with that stuff, I have a problem. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of water on that. That way my sausage don't stick to it. Okay, now I'm going to put this back up here for right now. Hopefully that'll stay. Here's my sausage. Again, there's just not enough room to work. You just can't have enough table. All right. I'm going to put that over there, and then I'm going to squeeze about half this sausage I got out here. Okay. Now then, I'm just going to try to flatten that sausage out. I guess I need to get y'all a little bit closer here so you can kind of see what's going on here. How's that? See if we can do this. All right, I'm squeezing this sausage out just like that right there. All right. Okie dokie. Now, some people do and some people don't. I like a little egg in mine. I mean a little bit of onion. So I'm going to try to add just a little bit of onion to this. Okay. All right, now wipe our hands off here. And I'm sure I'm doing this out of the wrong order and everything else. But we're going to try it this way and see. I need to move some stuff around here. I'm going to put this up out of the way over here. All right, now then. I need to get some flour, first of all. And remember, when you're doing this recipe, guys, when you're doing this recipe, the flour that you're going to use, the breadcrumbs you're going to use, the eggs you're going to use, you can't reuse them. You're going to have to do something with them right then. So don't overdo your flour and don't overdo your breadcrumbs to waste them. So put that right there for right now. Pour me just a little bit of flour in this first bowl here. I can always add more. Remember, you can always add more. Put that right back in there. We'll set that right there out of the way. And then we're going to add breadcrumbs in this one here. Like I said, you don't want to overdo it because you're not going to. All right. Then I'm going to break one egg into this one here. And guys, if you need to, you can break another egg later, depending on how many of these you're making. So again, don't overdo it. Okay. I'm only going to make two, one for me and one for my wife. So I'm trying to be stingy with the material I'm using here, the ingredients. So I don't really want to waste any. I won't waste them anyway, but all right. All right. Put that down there. And we'll set that right over there. All right, we're done with the onions for just a second here. Okay, now then. You're going to take a boiled egg. And guys, I've already boiled these for time's sake. I boiled these for about 6 minutes. Okay, and that's now if you boil if you boil an egg that's room temperature, you drop it into hot water, the boiling water, for 6 minutes. If you get one out of the refrigerator, and you're going to have to start it out in cold water, and so you're going to have to figure out how much time is being used up as far as how long it's been hot prior to boiling. So you may want to just say 7 minutes between the time you drop that cold egg into that cold water or whatever. So that's going to be up to you. Now, if you want a hard egg, then you'll do the 10-minute egg or whatever. But I don't want a hard egg. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this egg into this flour. Okay. All right. Just like that right there. Then I'm going to put that egg right in the middle of this sausage. Okay. All right. Now I'm hoping that this cling wrap works for me. And I'm going to pick this up just like this right here. You see how I've done that? And I'm going to gently wrap that sausage around that egg. Just like this right here. Now gently, guys. Don't overdo it. Don't bust your egg all to pieces. Like that right there. All right. See how I made that into kind of a ball? All right. All right. Now, just like that right there. Yeah. See there? See how that's a little ball? Now I'm going to drop that down in that flour. Just like that right there. Make sure you get over here so you can see. See how I'm rolling that in that flour? All righty. Now I got a flour ball. Looks just like that right there. Then I'm going to drop that down into the egg. And I'm just going to very gently roll it around in there. Don't overdo it and tear everything to pieces. All right. Just kind of roll it off in there. Then I'm going to move it over to my breadcrumbs. Just like that right there. And I'm actually going to take just a little bit of flour and kind of pat around that. Not much. And then I'm going to roll that just like that right there. See how I'm doing that? And you should come up with something that looks like that right there. All right, I'm going to set that right there and we're going to do the next one. All right. Okay. We're going to take this other piece of sausage and we're going to do the exact same thing. Now, these are pretty simple. I've already got my oil going, got my oven going. Okay. We're going to try to push those out. Try to get this as pretty thin, not real thin. Try to get it thin. Try to do it in a circle if you can. If this Reynolds wrap, I mean this cling wrap would work with me, I would fold it over and okay, make me a little. The other again, I've got my that. I'm gonna roll my egg in the. You can tell if that's not boiled hard. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Okay, and that putting that flour on there will help hold that together. And it does better if everything that you're cooking with, everything you're doing is cold. So don't try to take, fresh boiled eggs hot and bring them out and do this, okay? Try to let them cool off. It seems to be working, but seems to work a lot better. All right, now this one here, I didn't put onions in because my wife really doesn't like onions. So we're gonna do just like we did a while ago and hope that everything works out here. Again, very gently. It's not that she don't like onions. She's just not a big onion either. She don't like me. I could eat onions in just about anything. You see how that just comes out easy like a little ball? All right, and just put it together, kind of everything gentle. We're not in no hurry to do anything. All right, now I'm going to wrap it. Go back to the flour. We're going to roll it in the flour, real gentle like, just like you hold a little woman, real gentle like. All right, then we're going to drop it back in the egg here. Then we're going to drop it back in our breadcrumbs. Just like that right there. Just like that right there. Roll it around in there good. Okay. Alrighty. So We are going to set these 3 items aside. I'm going to put that there. We're going to set these 3 items aside. So give me a second. Get them out of our way. Alright. We don't need this either. Okay, what did I do with my... I need to clean up my... Alright, let's scoot this back a little bit now. Maybe so we can see. I gotta clean my hands up again. Oh, I know what that is. My fire... Since I got all this going right here in my bus, I got my fire alarm inside my bus going off. Alright, guys, give me a second. I'll turn that off. Okay, I got that alarm shut off. What it is going through this screen window, this smoke stuff here. While I was doing that, I took the rest of my ingredients and I made me up a little ball for a test ball for my oil. Now that oil should be about 180. So I'm going to drop that down in there and see what happens. I don't know if y'all going to be able to see that down. Let me see if I can raise this up some more. Let's see if we can raise this up some more. All right. I didn't get quite enough oil because I really kind of wanted that to cover it. But that's all right. It'll work. Put my thermometer over here. Put it back up. All right. Boy, this morning trying to get things put together, even though I had everything nearly, was a major ordeal for me. I don't know why. I'm going to turn that oil way down. Turn it back over. Get the other side here. Again, if you get your oil way too hot, the outside cooks and the inside don't. But now there's another step. We're actually going to put these in the oven for about 5 or 6 minutes after we've done this to them. Just don't want to burn them up. That's not that all that too hot. I was really worried it was way too hot, even at 180. I think we're going to call it on that one. And we're going to set it down here. Now we're going to drop these others down in there and do it gentle like, guys. I'm going to try to put both of those in there at the same time. Yeah, try to do both of them at the same time. Because if we don't, this will take forever, it seems like. But don't that look pretty? That's all the ingredients. What I did is I took all the ingredients that was left, except you couldn't use all the flour, but I used all the crumbs and the eggs and a little bit of that flour, and I just made me, and I actually had an extra egg just in case I tore one of them up trying to make it. So I've actually got an egg in there. I don't have the sausage, but I've got everything else. Onions and everything like that. So that's almost like a hush puppy. I'm kind of excited about these, to be honest with you. But I want to put a shout out to my subscriber and let him know that I, like others who've suggested things to me, I appreciate it. And if there's any way I can implement it into my videos and into my camping experience, I'm going to do it. Because about the only thing that you wouldn't have at a camping place to make these would probably be your breadcrumbs. Some people might have breadcrumbs on board, but they may not. So if you're thinking about making something like this, that may be something extra that you'll have to, bring from home. Most women who cook, men who cook quite a bit, normally have some breadcrumbs on hand for meatloafs and stuff like that. So it may not be something you have to go out and buy, but it just normally wouldn't be on your camping roster. Y'all see how pretty them are cooking up? That's what I'm after right there. That's exactly what we're after right there. Let's see if we can back this up a little bit without causing too big of a problem. I'm gonna look see if my mic's still going. Yep. I think so far my son's suggestion about putting this on the hat has actually kind of worked. I just can't decide if it does better on top of the hat or on the bottom as far as the sound. On the bottom I can see that little green light a little bit better. But it seemed to me like when I got down here, the sound is kind of muffled a little bit. So I don't know if it's too close to what I'm to my mouth and my voice or what. So we're gonna try it both ways. See how it works out. Yeah, those are looking pretty good. I tell you right now, they were looking pretty good. Let me turn them around a little bit there. Yeah, I am excited about these things. You guys tried these? If so, how do you make them? Do you add anything other than what I've added here? Do do you eat something with them? See, this is to me is something that's a full meal by itself again. Uh, I thought maybe putting some cheese inside this even, you know, but I haven't done it. I don't know. You guys may have. I don't know. But let me know. All right. I think those are ready to come out of there. Main thing is, guys, just don't get burnt. Well, don't those look pretty? Man, don't those look pretty? Now, before I get burnt, I'm going to move over and we're going to stick these in this oven here. All right, we're going to move over and stick these in this oven right here. If I can get my stand to come. I've got it set on 350. I'm going to slide them right on top of my flour base, like that right there. And I'm going to shut this up and I'm going to give it about 4 or 5 minutes. And then we'll take them out and go from there. So you guys stay with me. I'm going to pause and do some cleanup and stuff while those are cooking up, and I'll get right back with you, okay? So stick around. Alrighty, guys, it's been about 5 minutes, so we're gonna take these out of this oven, and we're gonna put them on a plate, and we're gonna cut it open and taste it. See what you guys think. All right, so hang on here. Here we go. Woo, man, those look good in there. I need to let y'all have another look at that, don't I? Man, oh man, oh man. Y'all see that? All right, so we're gonna take these bad boys out of here. Set them down here, and we're gonna plate one of these up. Maybe both of them, because you know what? I meant to keep up with which one had the onion in it, and I didn't do it. So we're gonna have to cut them both open, aren't we? All right, we'll get them over here on the plate. Okay. This one here was the one that just has an egg in it. That's gonna be more like a hush puppy than a Scotch Scotch egg. So, all right, we're gonna go. I'm gonna move us over to the table here, and we're gonna cut into these and see what we think. So, you guys hang on for just a minute, okay? All righty, guys, here we are. Let's see what this looks like. You want to? And the subscriber, I know you'll be watching this. Give me some feedback on how you think we've done so far. Is that what they're supposed to look like before you cut into them? Did I use the ingredients that you normally use? Uh, Let me know. And I hope we did you proud on these. So let's see what we got in here. Cut this one open here. Maybe this will be the onion one right off the bat. Ooh, look at that right there. No, this ain't the onion one. Or is it? I believe it is too. Be doggone. Yeah, this is the one with the onion. So I won't have to cut hers. Get this so you guys can see that. You guys see that? What do you think, subscriber? Is that the way it's supposed to look? Now, some people like their eggs all the way hard, but I'm not interested in that. That right there is exactly what I like. Okay. And I'm even going to cut open the one. Like I said, you don't have to waste anything. You got to be really careful on how much ingredients you put out because you got to use them up. And I did waste a little bit of flour, but the rest of it I didn't waste any of it. Okay. And I actually had an extra egg that I cooked just in case. Guys, that's what that looked like. Look at it right there. Right. So none of it went to waste except for just a little bit of flour. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little pepper and salt on this. Let's get this over here out of the way. You know me, I got to have plenty of pepper and plenty of salt. Now I won't touch hers. But we're going to cut into this little bad boy and see what we think. Oh man, guys. Ooh, is that good? Is that good? Subscriber, I'm sure proud that you suggested this. Oh man, that is good, good, good. Good, good, good. That is good. Oh my goodness. That is delicious. Hey guys, I know this is probably out of your wheelhouse, something you never thought about. But guys, you got to try this. You have got to try this. I mean, this is delicious. Man, just take your time and do it. I mean, don't get in no hurry. Guys, cooking is something you should never get in a hurry. If you don't enjoy cooking, don't cook because you're probably going to ruin your meals. But if you enjoy learning something and cooking, simply take your time and do it the way you want to do it. Don't do it the way somebody else does it. You look at all the recipes. Hey, YouTube's got every type of recipe you can think of, you know. And I even watched some on this last night just in case I forgot something about it. Uh, Nothing really changed my mind on how I would cook it, but uh, you may get some different ideas, you know, on the way they do it. So you watch them, you know, there's ways to find out how to do stuff. So uh, watch this video over and over again if you need to until you figure out what I've done. But what we have, three or four, it had to be simple for me not to have a hidden recipe. Because if it's got more, like you know, if it's got more than three or four, five ingredients, I've got to have something that keeps me on pace because of my memory issue. You saw I didn't have to look at anything or have any hidden notes or anything. The only note I got hidden up there says turn off gas, and I do that. But other than that, you know, It was simple. Uh, and it'd be up to you whether or not you want your egg hard. That's about the only difference is do you want a hard boiled egg or do you want it like this? Guys, it's a lot better like this. I just can't get over how good this is. I know I keep saying that. Oh, hey guys, man, I'm gonna leave you watching me a little bit because I want you to understand how good this is. Oh my god, that is delicious. Mm, 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 mm. If you don't like this, you don't like breakfast. Ah, God, they're delicious. I want to make them again tomorrow, but I'm not going to. But I want to. Guys, I appreciate you stopping by and visiting with me, eating breakfast with me here. Again, I want to shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you so much for your suggestions, your comments. Again, I have yet to get one from somebody who has no life of their own and they want to cause trouble. Everybody's been so polite, you know, so generous with their comments, and I appreciate that. Like I said, if you're looking for uh, someplace to show out, you stopped at the wrong house. Y'all can see my wife in the background water. It's been like a drought around here, so she's been out early trying to get her flowers all watered up. She's gonna be upset when she realizes she's on video. But I appreciate all of you. Hey, if you like what you see, hit like. If you want to see some more, hit subscribe. And ring that bell so the next time one comes up, you'll know and that it's ready to be viewed. Again, these videos will post at different times of the day. Some will come in early, some will come in late. For some reason here lately, it's taking forever to upload a video. I don't know what the deal is. Uh, and like my shirt says, I'm glad you were here, and I'll see you down the road.